Hey everybody, today I'm going to be talking about the best movie ever made. Don't touch that dial. That's not an expression anymore.
When everybody hates it, we think it's okay. When everybody likes it, we gotta complain. We're quite contrary.
Thank you, and welcome to Quite Contrary, where we share our opinions about your favorite things, whether you like it or not. I'm Zach Nanimus. Johnny Dim is behind the camera, feeling under the weather today. If you've been watching the latest series of focus groups, which is what we do here, this is a focus group, you know that he's been sick for a while. By the way, I've been wearing the same shirt for a long time, according to you, because we only put these out once a day. We filmed it all at the same time, so deal. If this is your first time on the channel, we would love to urge you to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you get future notifications about all the videos that are made here on Quite Contrary. As I said before, today we are going to be talking about the best movie ever made. In this edition, like many other editions of Focus Group, Johnny is going to be asking me questions that I'm not prepared for, so all this is going to be off the cuff. Hopefully I don't drop an F-bomb. Johnny.
What is the best movie ever made?
The best movie ever made is a complicated question, Johnny.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean by best movie?
Well, we can answer this a couple different ways.
Yes, we can.
And we can answer it all the different ways.
No, we can't. There's a lot of different ways to say it.
Some. We could. Okay.
Well,
okay. What is the best movie ever made in your opinion?
The best. It really depends on what you mean by the question. Do you mean like cinemagraphically what the best movie is? The movie I can sit through the most often, the one that I think tells the best story, the one that has the best performances. If you're gonna ask me like best soundtrack, for example, and I believe that a soundtrack can make or break a movie. Okay, then that's Flashdance.
Okay.
And I hate that movie. But it's such an amazing soundtrack that it makes the entire movie palatable, and that is a marvel.
What is your favorite movie?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Tell me what you mean.
Okay.
Since you asked so politely, I will.
What movie is absolutely the most memorable movie in a positive way?
Most memorable in a positive way.
To your recollection.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay. Now, what is the movie you would say has the best character-driven story?
A King's Speech. I adore that movie.
Okay. What movie?
Should I be going into any details or?
No, this is fine.
Okay.
I can word the question differently, and you can give me a movie for each one of these versions of the question.
Okay.
I had one. I forgot it.
There's such an aggression when I do this every time. I attack these things, and I don't feel good about myself afterwards.
What movie for your recollection, is the most visually striking?
How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay.
By far.
What movie is the most memorable in its aggressive? I don't know how else to say this, but I don't want to say debauchery, but like the most rated R-ness.
Oh, RoboCop.
Okay. Oh yeah.
RoboCop.
That's heavy.
The scene when that guy gets hit with the raw sewage, and in the future the raw sewage can literally melt the flesh off your bones, and he hits him with the car, and because everything about the intiguation of his being has been so degraded by the sewage that when he gets hit by the car, he just turns into a piñata. Oh my god. They had
a pinata.
If I remember correctly, they literally turn on the windshield wipers.
Mm-hmm.
That's splat stick. That is the essence of splat stick.
What's the best Spielberg movie?
The best Spielberg movie, that's Indiana Jones 3.
No, Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent movie. You can watch it over and over again.
What's the best Stanley Kubrick movie?
I haven't seen them all.
Which ones have you seen?
I've seen 2001.
Clockwork Orange?
I've seen Clockwork Orange. Clockwork Orange. And people.
Full Metal Jacket?
I haven't seen Full Metal Jacket. I've only seen the first 20 minutes.
Okay.
I'm so out of the know on that one. You could probably just keep telling. You're probably a bigger fan than I am.
I am.
Yeah.
I am a big. The Shining.
Oh yeah, that's got to be his best.
Yeah. And
Well, I
Eyes
haven't-
Wide Shut is another one.
I haven't seen that. But yeah, The Shining's got to take the taco on that one. Even having not seen Doctor Strangelove and not seeing
Yeah, Doctor Strangelove. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another one. Okay. What's the best comedy you've ever seen?
well,
Which movie has the most comedic value?
it's I don't even know if I can say the name of this movie. It's a Tom Green movie that was made in the late 90s.
Freddy Got Fingered?
Yeah, thank you for saying it for me. That movie makes me laugh.
Yeah.
That movie makes me laugh.
We don't have enough Tom Green these days.
Well, he's older now.
Yeah, but he just fell off. Like his popularity just completely fell. He did a web show for a while, and that didn't. I don't think work very well. Okay, so what's the best horror movie you've ever seen?
Young Frankenstein, hands down. That movie scares me.
We've had this discussion.
Yes.
Explain yourself to the audience.
It uses cinema, despite it being a very funny movie. It uses the language of cinema to instill in you an uneasiness, and when you live in a culture where people think that something surprising you is scary, it's so amazing to go back into our cinematic history and recognize something that scares you with its tone. You know, it's masterful.
Best Tom Hanks movie.
Best Tom Hanks movie?
Big. Mary Met Sally. What was it?
He's not in Mary Met Sally. He's in You Got Mail.
You're right. It looks similar.
You're thinking, but you were thinking of Sleepless in
Crystal.
Seattle.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah.
You're right. Right. Turner and Hooch is a thing.
Turner Hooch is a thing.
Castaway. The one where he was the shrimp boat captain.
This is gonna
the
seem-
pirates took it over.
This is gonna seem. And he was only a child. This is gonna seem cliched, but big. Not big,
Yeah, it is. It is big.
but I didn't mean.
You didn't mean big.
No, I meant Forrest Gump. You know how sometimes you're sitting there thinking, hey, remember that time Forrest Gump was dancing around on the big piano? Oh, wait.
All the time.
Not that movie. He made that other similar movie. Big.
Best movie featuring robots.
Short Circuit. No. Terminator 2.
Yeah, that's a good.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It's an excellent movie. It's back when rated R wasn't cheap.
Best romantic comedy.
Oh, Spanglish.
I never
excellent.
finished that one.
That's an excellent movie.
Speaking of, best Adam Sandler movie.
Best Adam Sandler movie is Spanglish. Why would there not be that overlap?
Well, you know, The Waterboy made one of our other lists.
It did, for one of the best water movies. But if you take that element away,
What are you left with?
those are an Adam Sandler movie. Which a lot of them are very funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if we're talking about the best movie that I've seen that he's ever made, I bet a lot of people would argue Punch Drunk Love, but I haven't seen it.
And actually, what's crazy to me is I actually love that movie, but a lot of people apparently didn't like it.
No, it's not, because it drew the Adam Sandler crowd and it wasn't like a Happy Madison movie.
Right. Best Will Ferrell movie.
Stranger Than Fiction.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What's the best black and white movie? Is it Young Frankenstein again?
I was thinking about it.
But there's also
Part of me wants to give it up to A Journey to the Moon.
okay.
I mean-
isn't it the first sci-fi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It basically it invented the genre.
Best silent film.
Forget it. Silent movie with Mel Brooks. I've never even seen it, but it gets my vote.
Okay. Best movie you've seen in the past year and a half.
Best movie I've seen in the past year and a half? Blade Runner 2049, of course.
What was?
Yes, it was. I adore that movie. It is so creative and so sensitive, and works on so many levels. And I've never seen the original Blade Runner all the way through. And one of the things that I uniquely appreciate about it is how little it requires the story before it.
Right.
How little it requires it.
Cinematically, that one's masterful.
Like all you need to know is that Harrison Ford was in the previous one. That is the only thing you need to know.
And they kind of tell you that anyway.
Yeah. But they build them up. They build them up, and you have to know why.
Last one.
Okay.
Best Nicolas Cage movie.
Best Nicolas Cage movie? The Rock. I like that movie.
I don't think I've finished it.
Really?
That's the one about Alcatraz, right?
Yeah, Alka-Seltzer.
Alcatraz. Alright, that'll work.
I think, right? Oh, no, I'm sorry. No. That was a knee-jerk reaction.
Con Air?
Raising Arizona.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, that movie is good, and you can't.
I tried to watch that.
You just can't go wrong with Elastigirl. I know it feels like I'm digging on Holly Hunter. I adore her voice. I really do.
Oh wow, I had more questions.
Okay.
Do the Academy Awards matter?
No.
Name 3 movies. Name 3 movies that have won Academy Awards for Best Picture.
For Best Picture, Fellowship of the Ring, I think.
No.
Really?
Correct.
Sound of Music must have got it that year, right?
That year?
That year.
That same year.
None of us were alive.
You know, Fellowship of the Ring was great, but you have to give it to Julie Andrews 50 years in a row.
Yeah, it won Best Picture.
Okay, Forrest Gump?
It won 6 Academy Awards. Wait. Oh, it won Best Picture.
Okay. RoboCop.
We're just Googling stuff now. You got 2 so far.
I mean, what's like that cheesy, stereotypical, like it always, there's always one movie that's like trying to do it, you know, and it always gets it.
Right.
Oh, there was one, like it was so obvious that this was an Oscar run.
I don't want to give you any hints.
I know. The Great Gatsby?
No.
The first one.
It did not.
Did not.
It won some Academy Awards, but did not win Best Picture. It won Best Music and Best Costume Design.
I don't
There's
know.
some easy ones.
Surprise me.
Titanic?
Really?
Yeah, you didn't think Titanic won?
No. I didn't. I never really thought about it.
Online.
It's an okay movie. Don't get me wrong. It's quality film. Don't get me wrong. It's got a lot of problems. You don't expect, you know.
Alright. Well, that was one. That's it.
That's it. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out to the very, very end. No idea how long this video is going to be, by the way. But I'd like to urge you once again, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. We also want to point out that we are a fan-funded page. So if you're curious about some of the stuff that we do for our patrons, go ahead and check out the link to our Patreon page in the link below, in the description below. And if you want to see another video...